Hello, first grade. Professor Olson has come to visit you today. Now, I wish I could see through these, but I can't. So they were just for starters, so they'll be right over here. But, I am still Professor Olson, and we are going to be doing science this week. And I would like you to get out your honeycomb book if you haven't already. And today we will begin our unit on the sun, moon, and stars, lesson 9. So go ahead and turn the page with me. And we're going to start on page 108, talking about the sun today, which we're so thankful has come back out to play. All right, starting on page 108, it says, God made the sun. You can see the sun in the sky during the daytime. The sun is a star. It is the star that is closest to the earth. The sun is very big. It is bigger than the earth. So I brought a model to show you. You've seen it in the classroom. The size of the sun, compared to the size of the earth here. So you can see how much bigger it is than the earth. So God had a plan for that because, of course, we know the earth really isn't that close to the sun. But I'm showing you the model to show you how much bigger it is. Now let Professor Olson get her page back quickly. All right. On page 109, the sun is very hot. It warms the earth. The sun also gives light to the earth. We need light to see. Plants need light to make food. And later on we'll be planting some of our own seeds and showing you in an experiment the plants need light. So it's asking us here, what is the star that is closest to the earth? That's right, the sun. The sun is the closest star to the earth. All right, we'll move on to page 110, the path of the sun. The sun follows a path. It moves across the sky during the day. At noon, it is overhead. You'll notice you don't have much of a shadow. If you go outside at about noon on a sunny day, you'll notice you don't have much of a shadow. But in the evening, the sun sets in the west. That's over by Seattle. And when the sun starts to disappear, it is called a sunset. And that's when you get really long shadows in the evening. And in the morning, on the next page, the sun rises in the east. That's the other direction, over by Idaho. When you first see the sun, it is called that's right, sunrise. So where does the sun rise? We know it rises in the east and it sets in the west. All right, so on your workbook pages today, a couple of you already handed these in already. That's okay. Just you can listen along. All right, on page 83, it looks like this. It's a fun crossword puzzle. And here's your word bank here. Bigger, light, moon, star, sunrise, and sunset. So number 1, going across, has 6 letters. It says blank is when the sun starts to disappear in the west. When it's going down, we call that that's right, the sunset. And you have the word right there to look at. And then you'll know that number 3 going across has 4 letters. At blank, the sun is overhead. What time of day did we say when it's straight overhead? When you don't have much of a shadow? That's right, at noon. So fill that in there. 4 going across has 5 letters. The sun gives what to the earth? Well, what's the word that has 5 letters in it that it gives to the earth? That's right, it gives light to the earth. We do know it gives us heat as well, but that would only have 4 letters. So we know light goes on 4 across and 5 across. The sun is blank than the earth. What did Miss Olson show you on the model? Was it smaller? No, it was bigger. So you'll fill in the word bigger with 6 letters. And then if you did it right, your words going down will match. The sun is a blank. Well, we call that a great big star. And then 2 going down, blank is when you first see the sun in the east, when it's rising. Of course, we call that the sunrise with 7 letters going down. Right? All right, we are going to go ahead and also read pages 112 and 113 and talk about the moon that God also created. God also made the moon. The moon gives us light at night. The moon does not make its own light. It reflects the light of the sun. The moon is a big ball of cheese? No, it's a big ball of rock. The moon is closer to the earth than the sun is. It is smaller than the sun or the earth. So it is not on the model here, but I'll get this guy out again and showing you how the earth revolves, as all these planets do if I wanted to turn it on here, but there we go. All right, so as the earth is revolving around the sun, then Mr. Moon here would be revolving around the earth as well. Of course, not that quickly, but in 24 hours, it'll revolve around the earth as the earth is revolving around the sun. And some people have walked on the moon. These people are called astronauts. Astronauts are people who go into space. And so what is the moon made of? Did we say it was made of cheese? No, that's right, it's made of rock. All right. And so on our workbook page today, you don't have a word bank, so I will ask you the questions first, and then I'll show you my page that has the answers filled in case you need help with spelling. But I want you to think of the answer first. So we're going to talk about the facts of the moon. You need this page, page 85. All right, so what gives us light, or it gives us light at, what time of day does the moon give us light? That's right, at night. And what did we say it is made of? The moon is made of rock. And then is it closer or further to the earth than the sun is? It is closer to the earth. And then is it larger or smaller than the earth? Remember it was, or is, smaller than the earth. And the last fact, I'm just going in clockwork direction. And what does it do with the light of the sun? Does it make its own light? No, it doesn't make its own light. It reflects the light of the sun. All right, so I will show you the answers up close, and if you need to, you can pause the video for some help. All right, so today we learned about the sun and the moon, and tomorrow we'll be learning about the phases of the moon. All right, we'll see you later. Professor Olson, over and out.